Late one night in 1998, Tom revisited his handwritten lists. Over the years, he kept adding ideas and potential identities to it. And a helicopter pilot and lockpicker, he'd scrawled 2 letters. BR, bank robber.
Breaking news.
The heist was timed around Halloween 1998. For a disguise, Tom went to Elim Wig and Beauty Supply in Uptown. In the 1930s, John Dillinger hid out in that neighborhood. Rumor has it, he altered his appearance with the help from a plastic surgeon who had an office above the Green Milk Cocktail Lounge. On the shortlist of notorious American bank robbers, several had spent time in Chicago. That rich history added to the allure for Tom. At the wig shop, Tom considered his options. A hot pink Ziggy Stardust number, white blonde pigtails, or afros in various shades of the rainbow. Ultimately, he settled on black braids with short bangs for $50. Only after he'd left did he realize it made him look like Rick James. Three days later, on October 23rd, Tom entered his parents' garage and flicked on the light, which glimmered across his dad's white Porsche 928. The other parking spaces were empty. Tom's parents wouldn't be back for hours. His younger sister, Jennifer, was off at college. He grabbed his messenger bag and Fuji AX500 and pedaled toward downtown Libertyville. Tom coasted up to a tree-lined fence between 2 houses. Over his cycling spandex, he slid on a pair of khakis, a blue Oxford button-down and a striped tie, and a navy blazer with a jack-o'-lantern decal pinned to it. He slipped on his wig, then a snug black baseball cap. For a finishing touch, he added dark oversized sunglasses, reminiscent of Jackie O. As he walked to the American National Bank branch, teenage girls in a passing car catcalled. Tom pointed back like the phones retorting, "Hey!" He stopped at a payphone and placed an anonymous call to the Libertyville Police Department headquarters, which was a mere 2 blocks from his target. "Hi. Yeah, I'm at Adler Park. There's a man with a rifle walking around the woods." "Thank you, sir. We'll check it out," said the voice on the other end. One less patrol car near the bank. A silver-haired 60-something held the door when Tom arrived. As Tom approached the teller, she packed up immediately. Halloween had apparently come early this year. Then the love child of Ricky James and Jackie O handed her an index card but wouldn't let go. Tom had no intention of leaving behind evidence. As an awkward tug-of-war ensued, the teller leaned in and read the message. Tense, she stared into Tom's dark sunglasses. He slid his white plastic bag across the counter and she loaded it up with cash. Tom strode outside, bag in hand. His heartbeat surged. His legs tingled. He looked at his wristwatch. The whole exchange had lasted 45 seconds. 2 minutes later, Tom was beside his bike, feverishly stripping down. He placed his disguise and the plastic bag onto a square piece of black satin and tied the corners to create a little bundle, which he shoved into his messenger bag. After bunny hopping gracefully into the street, Tom casually cycled back to his parents' circular driveway. Next door lived Pat and Denise Curry, who had moved in the previous spring. The 47-year-old Pat was a meticulous mower, changing directions each week for a more uniform cut. He was also Libertyville's chief of police. Tom parked his bike in the garage, kicked off his shoes, and tiptoed into the basement. He knew he'd never be able to tell anyone about this. Still, he wasn't remorseful. Banks are insured, and he didn't care about the money anyway. He had choreographed, costumed, and delivered a flawless performance. His getaway vehicle was poetic. A sense of euphoria overwhelmed him. Years later, he'd compare the rush of robbing banks to the sensation of drinking 4 cups of coffee and taking an intensely hot shower while holding back the urge to pee. It had been a long time since Tom felt this alive or this important. Kneeling on the shag carpet, Tom removed the black satin bundle from his messenger bag. He looked at the money and began to weep.